Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Living Traditions Homestead. Today is going to be an exciting day here on the homestead. Actually, the next few days are going to be exciting because this evening a group of guys from Grower Solutions is coming to start installing our brand new greenhouse.
Back in the spring, we talked with you guys and let you know that they would be coming out. We thought at the time that it would be in May, but there were some significant weather issues, and so we postponed it until this summer. We've been keeping it from you a little bit because we didn't know exactly when it would be, but the days have arrived and we are so excited.
Now, Grower Solutions normally doesn't install greenhouses. They sell them. They're the manufacturers of them. They manufacture them right here in the United States in Tennessee. But they don't normally install greenhouses. So when we started to talk to them about getting a third greenhouse, we were really surprised when they offered to come out and install this one for us because they want to be able to shoot their own how-to video for future customers.
So we are so grateful that they're coming, that they're going to put up this greenhouse for us, and we cannot wait to shoot some footage for you guys so that you can see what is going on during the whole process.
Now, the style of this greenhouse is going to be quite a bit different than the greenhouses that we currently have. For those of you who have been following us, you know that we already have two greenhouses from Grower Solutions. They are 16 feet wide by 32 feet long, and they have the what are called low sidewall kits, which means that the sidewalls are only about 3.5 feet tall. This new greenhouse is going to be quite a bit bigger. It's actually going to be 20 feet wide, 60 feet long, and it's going to have about 7.5 foot sidewalls. So it's going to give us a lot more space. It's going to give us the ability to grow taller things. It's going to give us the ability to regulate the temperature within the greenhouse a lot easier, and it's just going to be a real blessing to have here on the homestead.
Now this new greenhouse is going to be installed at the farm portion of our homestead. Kevin and I have already done some preparing for them, and we put down the woven weed fabric around the entire area that the greenhouse will be set on.
So we're going to head down to the farm. We got a few last minute things to get ready so that when they arrive, everything is set. Now, they're not going to start work on the greenhouse tonight because they're not going to arrive until evening, but we are going to have them out to the farm so that we can all just kind of have pizza together and show them where the greenhouse is going to go. They can kind of get a game plan. So we'll catch back up with you guys actually tomorrow morning when work starts on the greenhouse. We're excited to bring you along so you can see the progress as it gets built. They're hoping it's only going to take about 3 or 4 days to build, so we'll see. It seems like a big undertaking to us, but I'm sure they're bringing along guys that know exactly what to do, and they'll be able to get it done in no time at all. We are at the end of day one on the greenhouse going up. We're here with Roger and Tyler. Roger is the owner and founder of Grower Solution. Tyler is his son. We've talked to you guys a lot about Grower Solution over the last 3 or 4 years now. You guys know that we absolutely love them as a company. We highly recommend that you guys check them out. But they're out here today not only helping us put up this greenhouse, not even helping us, they're putting up this greenhouse, but they're actually here because they're shooting a how-to video so that when you guys buy a greenhouse from them, you'll have an awesome instructional how-to video of how to put one of these greenhouses. So Roger, why don't you tell us a little bit about Grower Solution and the niche that you're kind of filling for small homesteads or farms like ours?
Well, I guess the best way to say it is we got into this business. We manufacture greenhouses in Cookeville, Tennessee. We also are a supply house with all of your pots and flats and trays and shade cloth and irrigation equipment, and that's just what we do. The niche is it's not only the home gardener, but we take care of commercial growers also, and that's really kind of where we are.
Right, and that's actually what really attracted us to Grower Solution when we first found them several years ago, is that you guys offered what I would call professional products for the homeowner or for the small farmer, and in sizes and quantities and a price point that the average person can afford, which was a big thing for us.
The other thing that we really loved about Grower Solution when we were trying to find the perfect provider for us for our first greenhouse was that Grower Solution puts it all together in a kit, and they also give you instructions what to do, and it really is simple enough and easy enough for 2 people to do. Kevin and I have put together both of our greenhouses that we have near the house, just the 2 of us, and it is definitely doable. That was definitely an attractive part about buying from Grower Solution.
The other nice thing is all of these products are manufactured in the United States, and if you have a question, you can pick up the phone, you can call them, and somebody in the United States answers the phone. They have great customer service, and I'll tell you, I'm the kind of person who bad customer service will make me stop working with someone real fast, and these guys have awesome customer service. So Tyler, can you tell everybody a little bit about the greenhouse that we're getting here today?
Yeah, so what we've got going in for these guys is we've got a 20 by 60 high sidewall house, and then we've got them with all the bells and whistles. So we're putting on roll-up sides, roll-up doors, and then a ventilation package, the whole works. So this thing is going to be a growing machine.
So if they want one exactly like this, they can just call you guys and say, give us the Living Traditions package, and you'll just ship them one just like this.
Absolutely, that's it. Yeah.
But they won't send all the guys along to set it up. No. That's going to be on you guys. So these guys are tired. They want to get back to their hotel and rest for the night. We still got a lot of chores to do. We've still got several hours of chores to do tonight. So we're going to let them go. We'll meet back up with you guys tomorrow. They're hoping to make some huge progress on this thing. They're hoping to get this entire thing done in 3 days, which
very much so
seems like a miracle to us, but we'll see how it plays out over the next few days. We'll see you guys in the morning. Well, it is the end of day 2, and you can see that they have made some huge progress today. Why don't you just go over real quick what we've done, or what you guys did, and kind of what's left to do in the next couple days.
Awesome. Well, man, our guys have been just busting it here trying to get this thing done. So today we got the headboard timbers, the baseboard timbers put in, all of the V-trusses that you see here. We've started on the end wall kits here. We've got all the hardware in place. So tomorrow when we get in, we're going to start on the opposite end wall. Then we're going to start on wire lock base, start pulling the film. We're just a rocking and a rolling.
Yeah, we're just hoping that tomorrow there isn't 60-mile-an-hour winds, because when they want to start putting that, well, you guys might like to see that.
It might make an interesting video if it lifts us off
They
the
might
ground.
end up back in Tennessee.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
No, we'll be praying that tomorrow is a beautiful day. They can get a lot done, and we're just, I've been walking back and forth inside of this thing all day, just in awe of how awesome it is.
It's nice to look at. The V's all in a row are pretty nice to look at.
Right.
It's appeasing to the eye.
So these guys want to get some dinner. We're going to let them go. They're going to be back first thing in the morning, and we'll bring you guys along to see what happens tomorrow.
Well, you guys, it's the beginning of day 3, and I wasn't out here most of the day yesterday. I was busy at the house with the video and the garden, but this thing is gorgeous. It is perfectly put together so far. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't believe the progress they made yesterday. Now, yesterday it was a little bit rainy, so it slowed down the crew a little bit, but they just hit it out of the park the rest of the day, and they're hoping that today they can just get as much done as they possibly can. Maybe finish, maybe not, but it doesn't matter to us because it is absolutely gorgeous.
You need to go up with your horizontal creep. John, your side needs to come up.
I'll keep pulling up.
Keep pulling up,
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going, yeah.
Yeah, we're about that, I think.
Down a little more. On the ground. Alright, y'all tell us how much. Coming back.
See how far back I am.
Not sliding easy,
Hey,
don't
look at this
pull
seam.
on it.
Go off of this seam.
Y'all throw it off the floor.
Well, we're back for day 4. It's early, it's about 6 a.m. Everybody is ready to get back to work. Ended up getting rained out most of the day yesterday, so I know they didn't get as much done as they had hoped. But you can see that the plastic is on. Let's take a look inside so you guys can see what it looks like from inside. Look how amazing this is, you guys. When we were originally figuring out what size we wanted this third greenhouse to be, we kind of went with, well, let's see what we can fit in the space that we have. Now that it's all up, wow, I am amazed at how much extra room these tall sides give us versus the low sides on our other greenhouse. There's going to be a lot of possibilities in here. I'm excited to start to explore those. I know that they are ready to get back to work, so we're going to move out of their way here soon, but they're going to do the roll-up sides, the doors, everything today. I know they're anxious to get back to Tennessee, but can you guys believe what an amazing job this is turning out to be? Let's let them get back to work. The greenhouse is finished.
Yes.
It is amazing, you guys. It is, I won't even say, not even 100 times better than I thought it would be. It's a million times better than I thought it would be. And we're basically going to give you guys a quick tour, just a walkthrough of what it is now, and then hopefully you guys will be sticking around to see what we're going to do with this thing over the next year, 2 years, 5 years, because there's a lot of potential here. So Tyler, why don't you just give everybody just a real quick overview of everything that we have here and kind of the bells and whistles that went with it.
Sure, absolutely. So what we've got them set up with is they have the 20 by 60 high sidewall kit, and then we have roll-up sides for passive ventilation. We also have roll-up doors here for passive ventilation on the ends, and then we can also get a tractor in there if they need to, or any kind of wheelbarrows, anything like that, because I know that you guys are thinking about doing raised beds and stuff, so it'd be a lot easier to get through that door than a 36-inch door.
Right, I can drive my tractor in there and load those raised beds with my bucket instead of having to shovel everything by hand, which is going to be great.
Work a little smarter and not harder, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then we've also got a 36-inch exhaust fan on this and a shutter to match it. And then we have 4 flow fans inside.
Let's walk inside.
Yeah, let's look at them.
Now we still need to get an electrician out here to wire all of this up. That's not something Grower Solutions does. We need to get an electrician who, really knows what they're doing. But once we get that set, we're going to have, this thing is going to stay at such a nice temperature. We're going to be able to grow all kinds of stuff in here.
Yeah, we're trying to make it so you guys can grow 4 seasons if possible. So the flow fans that you see here that are hanging off of the V-trusses are going to help circulate the air and keep that in the winter time when you're needing to heat it. It's going to help keep it warmer in here. And in the summer when it's really hot, it's going to help get that out of the roll-up sides quicker. And then we've also got the V-trusses in that's going to help stabilize this thing. So if they have any high winds up here on the hill or have that freak blizzard that comes by, you don't have to worry about the house at all.
Right. And in fact, yesterday we had a heck of a storm blow up, and this thing it didn't move at all.
Yeah.
It was rock solid.
We came in here, took a nap, and took a break for a minute.
And you guys remember on our other greenhouses, the sidewalls are, only about this tall, which gives some good ventilation, but these, These are 7.5 feet tall, and these will raise up all the way, so you can really get good ventilation through this entire thing.
Exactly.
So now we're at the back of the greenhouse, and I'm going to let Tyler just explain a little bit about this exhaust fan and how this will work with the thermostat that will be inside of the greenhouse.
So basically we've got a 36-inch slant wall exhaust fan here. And then on the other side we have a 42-inch shutter. These two are going to be wired together on a 2-stage thermostat. So we could set the temperature in this at like 78 degrees or something, let's say. So when it hits 78, the shutter on the other side will go ahead and open and start letting that heat out. And then when it gets down to, let's say, 80 or something, then the exhaust fan will kick on and go ahead and suck the hot air out and the cool air through the other side. And it's really going to help maintain the temperature in this house.
So we are, I mean, that's a game changer over what we've been doing in the past. And I just, like, again, I just can't wait. I stood inside of this last night. I was telling Tyler after they left for the night, I stood inside of here, and I think I came up with about 15 new business ideas that we can start out of this greenhouse. So it is definitely, I mean, if you guys have the opportunity to do something like this, I mean, it's a game changer for a small farm.
For sure. I mean, the added height really is going to let you guys be able to do stuff like do rows of straight pipe on the top and then do hanging baskets off of that.
Right.
Heck, if you want to grow peach trees in that thing, you can do it and let them get tall.
Actually,
So,
I already have plans for getting a lemon tree in there. And that's something I've been missing since we left Arizona. And if I can get a lemon tree to grow in here, I'm going to be happy. So you guys, this is it. I mean, this thing gives us so much more potential here on the farm. We're excited to see what we can grow in here. We're excited for you guys to see it as well. Tyler, I just want to say a big thank you from us for you guys coming all the way from Tennessee to put this thing up. It has really been a blessing to us to have you guys here. Your dad, Roger, who's the owner of the company. I mean, just it was an amazing experience to be able to sit and just talk about things and get firsthand knowledge that we don't normally get. So thank you so much for coming all this way to do this for us.
yeah, well, I just want to say thank you to you guys too. They have been such gracious hosts. If you want to know if they're just real down-to-earth people and it's not just on the YouTube channel, I mean, they're even better in person than they are on TV.
Well, it's been a couple days since Grower Solution left, and Kevin and I have had a chance to bring some chairs in here, different places, and really think about the future of this greenhouse on our homestead.
Before Grower Solution came and we were thinking about this greenhouse, and when we ordered it, we really had a plan for what we wanted to do with it. We had everything kind of marked out on the ground, as far as the size of the greenhouse and everything. But now that it's up and we see the size of it and we just see, really all the potential that it has, we've kind of gone back and rethought some of the original plans that we had. And to tell you the truth, what we've come up with right now is that right now we're not going to make any permanent decisions about what we're going to do inside of this greenhouse. Our original plan was to fill it with raised beds and to grow a lot more food. But now we're looking at it and we see the potential to expand our plant start business in the spring and maybe get into more doing flowers that Sarah loves to do. There's just so many things that we could do in here. And so we don't want to do anything that will be permanent in here right now. You will probably be moving in some buckets and other things to start growing in. But you guys, this thing opens up so much potential for us and we just feel so blessed to have it.
But what we do know is that Grower Solution did an amazing job. They were so organized, so professional. And even though we've been working with them for the past 4 years and have really enjoyed doing business together, man, this just solidified us about what great people they are, what a great business it is, and we're so happy that we have this growing relationship with them.
So we want to say a final thank you to Roger and Tyler and Bob and all of the other guys who came out to set this greenhouse up for us. You guys did an amazing job, and it was our pleasure to have you here on our farm.
You guys, if you are excited about the future of this greenhouse and what we're gonna do, make sure that you stick around and hit the subscribe button below so that you're notified of all of our new videos. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And, if you really want to help us here, the best way that you can do that is to just share our videos on your social media. Until next time, thank you so much for stopping by our homestead and for seeing our brand new greenhouse. Take care and God bless.
God bless.